Bloody hell. Hang on. Yeah. Hello, people. Welcome to LFC Red Forever channel. We are at 1,000. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I'm so happy about that. Thank you for everyone that subscribed. It's been an eventful day, isn't it? The last 2 days. About Caicedo, Lavia. A lot of stuff is happening, backstage. Liverpool still haven't, given up on Caicedo, but they might have to give up on Lavia. There's a game obviously coming up on Sunday between these two teams. So a lot of things is happening behind the scenes. I hope it goes on our side eventually. So let me bring in obviously the two guys that help me with this channel on regular. Let's bring in 12th man first. What's going on, 12th man? We're on 1,000, bro.
What's good? What's good? Congratulations on the 1,000.
Come on, bro. It's all of us, isn't it?
Yeah, well deserved, and definitely I can understand, well appreciated as well, because it takes a lot of work, it takes a lot of dedication, and it takes hard work on top of the work on top of that to get there. Yeah. So congratulations.
100%, bro. We done it, bro. Hey, Anton, what's going on, my friend?
Hello, my friends.
We finally made it, bro. Hello,
my brothers. Hello, my brothers. Hello, my brothers. Look, 1K, yeah.
We're done it.
Fanfare. Come on, because that's the best HD you can get, bro. What's that, bro? Come on. What show does it on paper, bro? That's it. Boom. State of the art. Shit there, bro. Hello,
crazy, bro. Crazy.
12th man, how you doing, sir?
12th man is talking to you, bro.
What's up? Good.
You can see 12th man's one of the hardest working on YouTube, man. He works hard, bro. He's working
he's talking as well. He's working, man. He's working it.
Yeah. People, man, before we start, please hit that subscription button, notification button, and like button. It helps us trend around YouTube, and the subscription helps us grow as a family as well. So please do that for us. So we'll go on the first one, which has just come out, in the last few hours. Let's talk about Lavia going to Chelsea. Well, unfortunately, Lavia has an agreement with Chelsea, and he's heading towards that direction. Anton, although we still got hope with the other one, what have we done to damage this kid, man? You know what I mean? Because we couldn't turn back, we couldn't go back. Now, he's agreed to join Chelsea. Where can we go next if the other one doesn't work?
I think if I speak, I'll be in trouble. I think if I speak, oh my God, come on. It's okay, like I said to you the other day, it's laughable, isn't it? Big institution like Liverpool. Big institution, and we're doing the pity pattering about getting players in. You've let 8 players go, and then we thought, you know what, Liverpool on it. Everyone thought Liverpool on it. We've got the 2 players and straight away, bang. And then all this month you're dilly-dallying about little millions, man. Not millions to me. It's not my money. Yeah. But these people are billionaires, man. I don't understand it. Meant to be 4th richest club in the world.
Yeah.
That's got to be a lie, man. But then again, they say about if you're really rich, you don't spend much, isn't it?
Yeah.
Real rich men don't really spend much, so it's probably them, and it's terrible. You shouldn't be running the club, to be honest. They should be running the club.
Mate, they will get they were getting a lot of credit yesterday. You know what I mean? We get, even some of us said, you know what, if they get this deal through, we might give them a back in as well. But
it would have just given them a timer on the clock. it would give them a bit of leeway for 1 month, and then afterwards, the month would be over. There'd have been FSG. Sorry. Thanks for that Caicedo deal, but we want you out still. I think I would have been like that still anyway. I think they were. If they did it and it worked out well, we got him, I'd still be like, thank you, but please, can we have someone else in?
Yeah, 100%, bro.
Me.
Yeah. What about you, 12 man? What do you think, bro? Like about the Paul Lavia? You know what I mean? Like he wanted to join us. We kept on dilly-dallying around with the transfer to the point that we made him second choice, and now he's about to join Chelsea, bro.
I'm not gonna, what they say call it in England, waffle on my stance.
Yeah.
In that I'm not going to say now I rate Lavia as a 50 million pound player when I didn't rate him as a 50 million pound player before. I
Yeah.
think going above and beyond the 40 million, which was still high, but all the same was the bar set by City originally.
Yeah.
By doing what they're doing, I was like, okay, we're showing interest, we're showing the due diligence of speaking to the player or having the player be on board on joining the club, and we're showing that we do have an interest in you. We're just trying to keep it as a reasonable offer as to how much we evaluate. It's not that we don't value you. It's more so, we have a club like Chelsea, which is another reasoning why I know there are parts and points, and I'm sure we're going to have possibly a guest from Chelsea joining us soon.
Hopefully.
But it's one of the reasons why when I do deal with other rival clubs, I'm saying, like, look, there's only so much you can continue to be as like calm and cool and collective and civil with these rivals when they don't give a damn about you. Okay. And if anything, they are looking for the banter. They're looking for the reasons to be able to, just tact up our club. So when it comes to a lot of these different things, I look at it and I see now, for instance, some players, some of our own fan base saying this very same things that you're hearing from these rivals that continue to banter. Now they're twisting and turning all these different little things into what it will be for their own narratives. And it's one of those things where I'm just like, look at who we're surrounded by. I'm saying, if anything, you know what? People said this club didn't have money. They then go out there and drop the largest bid in Prem history. As of right now, it still is the largest bid in Prem history. Whether Chelsea match or surpass that is up to Chelsea to do. But that's a lot of money to do. It's a lot of it shows the true colors of Chelsea, to be honest with you, in my book.
100%, bro. 100%.
The fact that they would make a deal with Tyler Adams, who again is one of my American brethren. So, make the deal with Tyler Adams.
Yeah,
all of a sudden, pull the rug from underneath that. Have him fly in for an actual medical, and then say, hey, you know what? We're no longer interested because it looks like we're going to go all in on this player. And then now with the Lavia deal, look, Chelsea.
Bullies, mate. They're bullying, mate. That's what they're doing. They're bullies. They're bullies.
Yeah, Chelsea's working on some other vibrations when it comes to.
Bro, I don't understand why Chelsea players go there. I don't understand how
you don't improve. You don't improve.
Honest, I don't understand why they go there. I really do not understand it. You know what this club's about, man. It's not going to be the same thing again. You're a commodity. All footballers are commodities. But come on, they're bumming you, man. They're bumming you, Chelsea. They're just bumming you. That's what they're doing, man. It's a sickness, man. There's no love in this club. It's just pure money, man.
Yeah. It is.
Root of all evil.
Liam says, got to be said, enough is enough, FSG. What is this shambles today? It's not. I don't know if it's FSG completely, but there's a lot of things that's happening at the moment. You got to think about it as well. Liverpool haven't pulled out of the transfer, guys. It's still going. While we're doing the stream, I'm gonna keep looking at Twitter and see if there's anything coming up as well. So the thing that what.
It went down by 12 o'clock,
Please do comment on this comment. This is what I'm talking about. People will utilize whatever they need and whatever they can to appease their agendas. Like enough is enough. FSG out. Why? Because they just made a bid for $111 million, and the player agreed on the terms. Said he's cool with coming here, the whole nine. And now all of a sudden, you know what? He wants to be in London. He wants to be.
I understand his struggles. What this guy is saying, I understand that because it's
too many years of the same things.
It's too many. It's gone too long, my friend. Like what last summer, January, they say we're going to do this. No, why? Come January, we're going to do it. January didn't do it. Come summer, we're going to do it. They started in the summer, and then they dropped off. And then last minute, when the league's going to be kicking off already, now they would have put 101 million in now.
That's cool.
What now?
I think though, look, Lavia is a target for us. Obviously, Lavia was a target for us. You know, as in the departure of Hendo and Fab made a difference. Like that changed the parameters for us. I can understand that the same things that we're all like up in arms about could have happened with Fab and could have happened with Henderson, with the Henderson deal. There was no guarantee that those deals were going to get played. There was parts and points when we thought the Fabinho deal, for instance, was falling through. You know, there was a real concern that the Fabinho deal was going to fall through. There was a real concern that the Henderson deal was going to fall through. And fortunately for the club, they pursued it. They continued to pursue it. They continued to work out whatever they needed to work out, and they got it across the line. But realistically, you know, complexities of transfers is so incredibly deep, and I think the average watcher of this game does not have the time nor the capacity to go in depth. It even boggles my mind sometimes dealing with transfers and then mixing in FFP. That's alone a boggling of the mind when it comes to the average person that's going to sit there and say, oh, I don't like this or FSG out because of this or that. They have done what they needed to do, which was said there was a need. There's a need.
What about the contingency plan? They got rid of a major part in football, right? This is a fact.
Yeah.
Games are won and lost through midfield. Have you heard that saying?
Yeah, 100%.
Now we've got rid of two main players in midfield.
Yeah.
Yes.
For me, they should have had a contingency plan, and it shouldn't have been I'm going to bid 41 million. I'm going to bid. It should have been 50 million. Bam, take him now, and then we've got. Let's see what we can get afterwards. You never know. That's something you can fall back on. Now, because of that, it looks like you can lost on both.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's
a weird one.
I don't know if that's 100% the position that they were holding. And not only that, I know that this Andre player is still a heavy consideration. I still personally rate Andre higher than I do Lavia. No disrespect to Lavia, who I do rate, but I'm just saying that I happen to rate Andre higher than I do Lavia.
I agree. He's a better footballer. I understand that, but I think he's still got to come to the league. He's still got to adapt. He's still got to adapt to the language. He's still got to adapt to the coldness. You know, those countries, especially England. England is the only country I reckon in the world who have all 4 seasons in one day.
But that's why I say. But that's why I was saying about the complexities of it. The complexities of this are the player does have power. Like as in, I know often when I do reference these things from an American perspective, it's frustrating because in America, if you make a trade, that trade has nothing to do with what the player really wants. Okay, it's more so if the ownership says you're going to Boston or you're going to LA or wherever you're going. If you're going to Philly, you're going to Philly. Now, whether you want to play or not, that's on you. But I mean, but you're going. That deal that's where you're going.
Can I ask you both a question? I'm going to end the Lavia thing there. Well, it's agreed the transfer to go to Chelsea. He's going to go to Chelsea. With Lavia, do you think we've done him dirty, Anton? Do you think like there was no way of coming back from that? If Chelsea still didn't go for him, do you think he would still come to Liverpool if we went back?
Honestly, it's not nice. It's not nice. Can you imagine you in a club, right, and the girl's onto you, and there's another guy. You're like, let me go. She's onto it. She's onto it. You know she's onto it, and you see something else. You go and check this one, but this girl's seen you do that. Yeah. And this other girl's blown you out, and you're like, try to go back. What do you think this girl's gonna say? Sorry, I just see you speaking to the other girl. Come on, I'm not just anything. I'm not second best. It's me or nothing, and I'm seeing that that's gonna unfold. I hate to admit it, but I feel like it's gonna unfold, man.
What about you, 12th man? Do you think like we've done him dirty, that kid?
I don't think we've done him dirty. don't think you've done dirty. Big up to the chat, by the way. I see a lot of people tuning in.
I'll go into it. Don't worry, bro.
Definitely, Angel Wings and Jean Grey. Big up. But why I say I don't think we've done them dirty is under this pretense. Look, it's not as though we've said that we don't want the player. It's more so we've said that our evaluation is this for this player. Okay, cool. And we're holding firm with that. A lot of the times when it comes to transfers, when people don't put in what Ant just said earlier, which is we don't think about, oh, this player's got to come here because of the cultural differences or the language differences, or maybe just the fact of the climate differences, simple things as that,
True.
So all those things are factors. And then the biggest factor, and it's something that I dealt whenever I was dealing with my transfers on my channel, when I was dealing with who I would want to bring in and whatever and this and that, yada yada. Yeah. What I connected it with was not just the transfer fee, and that's the thing that people continue to face and focus on. How much are they spending? How much are they spending? Well, the one of the largest portion of getting the deal across the deal is how much are you going to pay him?
Yeah. How
much are you going to pay the player? And we had originally said he had originally agreed, cool, 120,000 is an acceptable price. We had players leave this club that were making that it would be okay and acceptable to be able to have the budget and the wage budget harmony for him to fit in under that pretense. But now it's being reported that he's possibly looking at 250,000 a week. 250,000 a week. Caicedo, I definitely think that you are a great player, a promising great player, I should say. But 250,000 makes him the second highest player at 21 for someone that has one season in the Prem. That's not going to bring harmony in the locker room. That is not going to bring something of a knowledgeable person, a knowledgeable base, whether it's the back room, whether it's the locker room. It's not going to be acceptable for you to say, oh, that makes sense. Yeah. In Chelsea, different story. They're all over the place when it comes to their wages.
There's no structure. There's no structure in place.
They're all over the place when it comes to the players that they're selecting. We're now talking about a club that has three defensive midfielders that they're reportedly in on. Okay, and like I said, they already backed out on the Adams one. They're already apparently ready or have an agreement with the 50 million for Lavia, quote unquote, and then you're gonna tell me 50 million plus. Obviously, they're gonna have to try to at least match what it is that we bid. So you're gonna say 161 million dollars on Lavia and Caicedo is what we're about to see from Chelsea. That makes sense. And then you're gonna pay them 250,000 a week for Caicedo, and then you're gonna pay.
Where's the FFP, Brad? Where's the FFP in this? Where's the FFP?
You know what's happening, guys. Behind the scenes, from what I've heard, behind the scenes, there's a lot happening with the FFP. Chelsea can't spend over 100 million. I think that's why they kept on dilly dallying with the.
That's why they're doing 90 million
stuff.
Plus 10 add-ons over time.
So we'll discuss the other one. We'll discuss the other one, obviously. But let me bring on the Chelsea fan, JPT. Let's bring on.
Stone him.
Leave him alone. Where is it? Yeah, there you go. Let's bring it in.
You can't even see him.
No light. There you go. What's going on, bro?
Stone him.
What's going on, bro?
I'll sell myself real quick. Not much. Just sorry for being a little late. I started falling asleep at the end of the City game. The last thing I just remember was a red card.
No worries, JPT. We're talking about Lavia. Obviously, they agreed to deal with you guys. He could come over now. Is he going to be obviously along with the other transfer what you need in that midfield? Or is it just like a position of power kind of thing, JPT? This is what Chelsea is doing, especially with you guys working on the other deal all that time, and Liverpool probably done you dirty a bit. So what do you think of that? Like with the Lavia thing, like you agree the deal is coming apparently from Southampton.
I think it's surprising. I mean, I know we got about like 20, pretty much like 20 mil from Southampton with this whole Tino Livramento deal that happened with him being sold to Newcastle. But It's strange. I mean, I was telling like the Liverpool fans before the whole craziness that happened, like from last early this morning,
Yeah.
was just that it just makes sense. Caicedo's gonna go to Chelsea. He's been wanting this. Chelsea want him. Lavia and Liverpool have been in talks. They're gonna happen. Now, you guys pulled struggling to give him the 50, then pull an extra 60 mil out of nowhere. But so this is why I'm just like, what is happening now? The deal is stalled. If we get Lavia, I think this is just a flex of like you said, position of power, because Caicedo was the goal at the end of the day.
Yeah. Yeah.
But now if we do this, I wonder if we're gonna have some negotiation deal with Southampton to lower the price. I'll be laughing if we
That's
give them,
that's enough. The next thing we're going to talk about, Caicedo. So, obviously Liverpool still haven't budged on that one. So let's talk about this one, the next one, and we'll talk about obviously the game after that. So yeah, let's go to this one. Chat, I'll be with you soon. Trust me, I'll be with you soon. Oh, with Caicedo, the thing I'm hearing anyway from the grapevine, like a lot of people are saying who are closer to the club, he wants to actually come to Liverpool. It's not he completely distanced himself from Liverpool. He wants to see what Chelsea are offering as well. Majority of the people are saying it's his agents that's pushing this transfer. It's not really him, like for Chelsea I'm talking about. So.
Yeah.
So it's his agent that wants more money, no, seriously, JPT, that's what I'm hearing. It's his agent that wants more money. It's his agent that's like trying to push him towards you guys, and a lot of people actually in his circle, the players that played with him, and people that look after him, they're saying ditch the agent as well. So 12th man, what did you hear around? Did you hear that the same thing I've been hearing about that, like with the
Yes,
Caicedo?
I
The
have
agent is
heard
the one who's
about
pushing
it.
this, because we agreed
Yes.
obviously the deal for Caicedo, but what I've heard is, well, we haven't agreed personal terms. We just agreed the deal. That's about it. But yeah, take it away, 12 man.
I know that what it is with his agent is that he is pressing it more so for, obviously the 111 million would have been a nice payday for him. However, he also knows that by pressing this angle and by pressing this perspective, he can also get what it is that he wants. I mean, I hear the part and portion of, oh, well, Caicedo's coming out and saying, well, I agreed on personal terms with Chelsea before. I'm trying to do my best to honor that by giving them a chance. Yeah, you said the same thing about Arsenal.
Yes.
So, I mean,
Yes.
like, realistically,
He did.
that's bull,
Don't worry, we're in a good time. We're in a good time. Don't worry.
So it is what it is. When it
In this
comes to
country.
all that stuff about,
Yeah.
well, he's trying to be honorable, or we're trying to. No, what he's doing is he's allowing for his agent to make him basically lose credibility, and that's what's going on right now. Is that I think why I say that is this is that look, he for us to go this far with this deal, for Brighton to say that it's 24 hours, that's it, done deal, make it happen, okay? And then we step up to the board, we put this through, Brighton agrees on it, he agrees in reference, because he's still saying, look, if Chelsea doesn't come through, I'm definitely going to Liverpool, but realistically, so now it's like one of those situations where I'm like, okay, well, how's that look? How this is your like, image that you're possibly soiling by doing what you're doing and making all these like, back and forth and I'm here, I'm there type situations. Look, it's almost to the point where like you're going to eventually alienate one, if not multiple clubs, and that's not something that you want to do. And it shows poor management by his agent, in my personal opinion.
Anton, with obviously I told you this off air, and the things are happening behind the scenes. Like the player is not completely set on Chelsea, as everybody is saying.
Yeah.
He doesn't mind either way. It's just that agent, like chasing money, that's holding him back at the moment. How do you take it with this? And like
100%, 100%,
as a fan?
100%. 100%.
Mhm.
And I've known about Chelsea for years. Even when it comes to like kids, like 10-year-olds and things like that.
Mhm.
They pay parents. Let's say a kid is really good
Yeah.
and he's on trial with them, and there's other clubs looking at him and said, you know what, he's got to go. Our son's got to go to another trial tomorrow. They see this kid and he's brilliant. Like, you know what, he's the next best thing. They got no qualms on giving money to the parents. You know? So
Yeah.
they say, look, just take that under the table ones. They shouldn't be doing that, because anything like that with kids, they shouldn't be doing things like that. But they do. And I know I've seen it, and a friend of mine worked with him years ago, seen it. So I don't think he works with him now.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't listen. I know, like, if you're coming from poor upbringing, see, you know what I mean. Money is different. You know what I mean. It's a different life and things like that. But that's a lot of greed there, man. And the agents, obviously, everyone knows about agents, and I think this agent is getting a lot more P. Like, I remember I said to you, they were speaking to him since May. So I think the agents took a little sat and said, look, if you get this kid over the line, I guarantee Chelsea's probably giving 20 million this to the agent. Guarantee how much it doesn't matter how much it is. He's obviously going to make his money. Yeah. But I think he's got something like 20 million. It's got to be something silly. Like, if he comes, we'll give you 20 million. Bang, under the thing.
But don't you find, Anton? Don't you find it, Anton, as ex-footballer, ex-footballer, as fans and all that stuff? Don't you find it weird, like a player, like, is choosing money over his, footballing ambitions, if you know what I mean? Because it's not like Chelsea is. Sorry, JPT. It's not like Chelsea is ready to win titles right now. Like, it's going to take them a few years, hopefully, to get for their sake to get the right.
They still got a gel and things. Even though they've got good players, they still got to link together. You understand? They still got time. It's not going to be like overnight success. It's not going to be that way. Because they still got to know how players work. You know, as chemistry and things like that. That's still got to come.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think with the money thing.
Because like the reason Anton, the reason I say that, Chelsea always buy good players, no matter what stage they're in. We know that. There's a lot of players that went down there, like when they played for them, they wasn't the same players. I could name Timo Werner, I could name Salah, I could name Kevin De Bruyne, Lukaku. There's a list of players that don't achieve at that club what everybody wants them to achieve. Aren't we worried about things like this especially for a player? Kesman as well.
Remember Kesman? Remember, he was a brilliant player. Went there and just what's his name? Torres.
Yeah,
brilliant player. Went there. They just
Shevchenko.
can't play there. Right, I don't know, but maybe it's not the right surroundings. It's just surrounding my money, man. I mean, it's pure evil, that place.
but JPT. So what do you think about that, bro? Like, I don't know if you heard the story about the player didn't say he wants to. His heart is set on Chelsea. It's just the agent is trying to push it down that way. I mean, but the thing is, like, now Todd Bowley's here. The big, big Charlie Big Bullets is here. Now he's throwing it around. Now he wants to negotiate to get the deal, through the door. But what do you think of that? Actually, with the agent, trying to push money towards the money instead of like towards the actual, playing on the field and all that.
I really don't believe any of media. It's all rumors. This is why I hate transfer window season. That's why, like, if you ever go to see my channel from end of May to now, I don't record because transfer window is just high school. It's just rumors and drama. For me. I mean, money is always going to play a factor. And look at the transfer windows from this season, like from this summer alone, where you're getting the likes of Lucas Paqueta maybe getting a 100 mil plus type of deal. I mean, that's just the market now. But right now, I mean, but I can't believe that money is going to play a factor now at this point in the stage, because late in the season, at the end of the day, he wants to leave Brighton. That's his main thing. He's already cleared out everything. At this point, whether it's Liverpool, whether it's Chelsea, I don't think he even cares at this point. He just wants to go. I mean, here's the thing. I mean, we're still developing chemistry, but if we're already looking like this decent, just with Posh in preseason, we're getting this missing piece. We might not be competing for Premier League. I mean, it's going to be City's Cup or City's League until Pep leaves. But I think we can still pull up at least an FA Cup, still pull up, top 4 finishing if things go right, or now top 5 with this new format. But it is going to be a very competitive season this year now with everyone from Villa and Brighton improving vastly.
JPD, obviously, there's another thing that's going around as well. Like you can't spend over, 111 million. That's why Liverpool FFP rules and all that stuff. So, from another thing I've heard is you guys are trying to obviously give them players, either on loan or you could give them players they could buy or something. So to reduce to reduce the transfer. This is why it's taking so long today. What do you think of that? Like, because obviously FFP you've spent over 600 million in the past 2 windows, so you already spent more in this window as well. So do you think is the right way to do it? Like, try to reduce the money and give them players. Why? And see.
That's just business.
Brighton take that.
That's just business. I mean, we get the wages off the books. I mean, if we get this Kepa deal going, that clears what, 150K a week from the books. Even if we get 20, 30, I don't know what they're going to be going for him at Bayern or even Madrid if they're showing any interest in him. But I mean, we're still getting a lot of these players out, and it's not even just Saudi money. Where a lot of these people think like, oh, Saudi's saving Chelsea. Okay, just keep that narrative. That's whatever. It's the envy, and I love it because I know, like, this is a Liverpool fan, channel, but you guys were quiet for about 20, 25 years. So I'm just saying, but it's.
I wish we had the money you had, man. I wish you had the money you had. Yeah,
it's true. It's true. Yeah, quiet for 25 years, but in that 25 years.
We've been quiet for 25 years.
We're still one of the
won the Champions League and that. Yeah,
still 20. Yeah, and it's still the Cubs ain't reached that level yet. Still, 25 years. We're giving 25 years.
It's true.
On, bro.
That's a lot of trust. That's a lot of trust.
As long as
wait, hold on. I just got to say this. I'm trying to be respectful.
Guys,
that's a lot of trust.
It is. Let him finish. Let him finish. Go on. You rattled us now, bro. You rattled us.
No.
I mean, I'll say this. I mean,
that's it. I'm going to get my mouth. That's it.
At least you guys were at least back in your past, talking about Premier Leagues instead of being like Arsenal fans, talking about FA Cups.
Oh my God, that's even worse, man.
You can take your 20, 30 FA Cups, and I'll give you a map where to shove each one of those Arsenal fans. Like, I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, JPT, like, with the players you're buying, what's the structure in place? Like, what are you guys trying to achieve? Seriously, I'm asking a simple question, because I don't see anything. I don't see any plan. I don't see any plan like in place, formation wise. Player playing there. It's just like you just buying players each time. Someone else gets
playing Championship Manager. He's playing Championship Manager, bro.
I haven't heard that from another 12-year-old like in 10 minutes.
Yeah,
but it's true though.
Yeah.
I mean,
what's the plan? What is the plan for Chelsea, bro? That's what I want to ask.
There's been more structure this summer than it has from January and from last summer, because that's when I think Oli was just trying to, how the Americans are, and we have another American here like on stream, but we try to go guns blazing and make a splash in the scene and spend 600 mil recklessly. I don't know. I mean, there was no structure that I can't defend from what happened from last summer in January, but now we're addressing the issues that we have. The squad depth from the fullback side. Chase has cover. We're bringing back our academy players from not even Hall, Mattson and Levi Caldwell, which is another reason why, like, I don't know if Brian's still.
I don't know what, but the thing is, JPT, I don't know. Like, you guys refused Caldwell to go to Brighton, to get another loan season, but yet they're still dealing with you guys. What is that all about, bro?
They
should have just shut it down.
No, I think if Benoit Badiashile didn't get injured, then maybe we could have been more open to this. But I mean, if you seen how Levi wasn't the under 20 Euros, I mean, he looked great.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, but I mean, that's the thing. Like, and I'll give it even a shout for Kurt Jones. I mean, he balled out in that tournament too. But it's I think those are the two that we were finding to keep, because if you see some of the Chelsea fans too, they're like, no, we got to either keep him, and it's like, nah, we gotta sell him. Like, he's not ready, he's not prem ready. All right, let's go spend another 100 mil on another player that can. This is why I'm indifferent now about Caicedo, because with our luck, he picks up an injury, it's 110, 115 million.
100% right.
I'd rather at this point go for Lavia and Kudus for the money that we're going to go for them, and have still like an extra 10 mil spent over. screw it.
At least you'll get 2 players or 3 players in that money.
You're gonna get 2 players anyway. Now,
Yeah. 12 man.
Still now.
12 man. As I alluded to with JPT about the way Chelsea's trying to finance this transfer. What do you think of it, bro? You know, like, isn't that a bit shady? And not only that, you agreed a deal with Brighton, and they still. Although they said that, you know, we give you a deadline yesterday and all that stuff, but they're still doing, you know, deals with Chelsea, and they, you know, player trading and you know, money on the side as well. Is that the way to go? Wouldn't you be happy Liverpool, you know, putting their foot down as well, like asking questions, because a deal's agreed, bro. A deal's agreed, you know what I mean? And the words their bond as well. So what do you think of that, bro? Like what Chelsea's doing first of all, and Liverpool after that? Like what do Liverpool need to do next?
Okay, let me just begin by saying again, big up to the Reds in the chat. Welcome to Blues fans that have joined as well. Yes, but I wanted to.
Well, it's more Blues fans.
I wanted to rip this Band-Aid off.
They're coming in, man. They're coming in, man. There's millions of them.
Yeah, I wanted to say it as this is that. Look, I can't say enough. Is that it's hella chest.
Yeah.
Considering your club just openly admitted that from 2012 to 2019, they've been doing shady business, underhanded business, have been doing FFP breaks and rules and all this other stuff. And now you're going to sit here and tell me about like my club in the past 25 years. That is some cojones. Okay,
that's why I brought him on, boys. That's why I brought him on. Come on.
He went like this. Hold on, man.
You know what? Bravo to you. If FFP isn't applied correctly and your titles that you've won in 2012 and 2019 aren't stripped, and you don't look silly by saying some of the stuff, not you personally, but Chelsea fans don't sit there and hold that, as they like to say, that is where I want to start off with that, because that is what it is. Our league is filled with a bunch of cheaters or people that is. I'm talking about a club that is so corrupt that they had a government take away their take away ownership.
They want to be a politician now. Be a politician.
Seriously,
whatever. He's dropping more bombs than corruption right now. Let's go.
Okay, guys. Come on. We went back and forth. I know. Like he started with
He's right.
Let's calm down.
Over 600 million in a transfer window.
Yeah.
It put you guys $121 million in breach of FFP rules. You just concluded for the second season in a row of having a club that's lost money on the books. We're not talking about COVID years. We're talking about 2 progressive years now that you've lost money on books. Now you're about to spend 100 and some odd million for a casino. You're going to spend 50 million on that, on this other player. You're going to go all in on Elise Day. You're going to go all in on
12 man. What
are we talking about here? I'm on some seriousness.
12 man. He just took a drive,
it's
bro.
Almost like we're saying we understand that these people are crooks, but yet we're just going to pretend like they're not.
12 man. One day it will hit them. One day it will hit them. Trust me. Just like their chairman, one day will hit them. Yeah.
People with money. People with kind of money. They ain't got a soul, man. They ain't got a soul.
But yeah, as I told, hang on, Anthony. As I told you, so what do you think, mate? Like that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to reduce the money.
It's just one of those things.
Yeah, they're trying to reduce the money and all that stuff. You know, to the point that they could pay, obviously, and give them players and sell them a player or two. So what do you think of that? Like the way they're going, and are you happy with Brighton like entertaining them when they gave us a timeline and said this is the deadline? I mean, are you happy with this stuff? Hello?
Oh, is that a question to me?
Yeah, you're on the screen. No, I'm asking you. Like what I asked you first about, them still like being in the deal and they're reducing the money.
Yeah, I understand that. Look, there's a lot of the complexities of the deals is somewhat troublesome in that, yes, we had a deal. It's agreed by, obviously it was agreed by Brighton. It was a fee that was already posted and was worked out by Liverpool. Obviously Caicedo had Liverpool does not go into deals unless they've spoken and know that they can get the deal across the line. So they
Yes, sir.
obviously had spoken to Caicedo, and it's the reason why Caicedo is saying the things that he's saying is that, look, if this deal, if Chelsea doesn't step up and spend the money, then I'm going to Liverpool because I've already agreed with them as well. It's again, it's a testament of what we have in the state of the inclusion of Saudi money, the inclusion of these these people twerking left and right. I don't know, with the books on certain clubs. Okay, and this gets down to it is that, like, I don't know what else you can do other than what Liverpool has done, and that is they've made an offer, they got it agreed to, and now this player wants to say what he's saying. Or now this club wants to, Brighton is now going to entertain the fact because the player has said, I want to just give Chelsea a chance.
Yeah. It's crazy, bro. You two are just funny, man.
I know. And I can see.
Just one thing just rattled him, man. One thing just there. Yeah. 25 years you've been waiting.
No.
I just saw that was a Hulkamania. He went green. He went
green. You smell what the Rock is cooking. And he's like, no.
Harley says, do you lads think we will get Caicedo or Lavia or neither? Well, Lavia has already agreed to go to Chelsea. I personally think we'll get Caicedo still. Listen, I've got that little bit of hope, you know what I mean? Because normally the Liverpool Football Club, they step away from this, don't they? If it's in a bad way. If it's in a bad way. And now, like, there's two Americans clashing, you know what I mean? So we have to see who's going to come out, at the end of the tunnel. So I still got hope. I'm not giving up just yet.
Yeah.
And what upsets me more than anything is the way Brighton is behaving, you know what I mean, guys? Like, you agree the deal, you need to tell your player, you either take it or you're staying, because Chelsea ain't gonna pay up the 110 million. They're not gonna pay that. So just either take it or step away. You know what I mean? So otherwise, we're not gonna make deals with them anymore. You know what I mean? It's crazy, man. Like it's just going on and on and on. It's crazy, man. It's dumb. It's really, really dumb. But yeah, obviously we answered the questions about Caicedo and Lavia. Let's move on to the game. First Premier League game of the season, guys. Oh man, I had to recover from that.
Yeah.
Tough man.
It was good.
Oh,
it was
man,
good.
like,
Both sides.
Man came with all the facts like it was in a court of law, and the guy it's true. Everything he's saying was like true. He's like, I had no comeback. He's right. He's right. We are pirates. I can't say anything back. Then he goes, his one was, it's business, man. It's business.
It's business. It is true. Business is. I mean, look, I'll say this. I don't think FFP is really going to do anything. They have failed when it comes to advancing.
As well.
Wow.
I mean, we followed the rules and paid 10 mil just because we could afford it. But I mean, if they didn't do anything for the city thing, I think FFP really is a joke. I mean, if we're running already a Super League as it is, then this just shows proof of it.
You're 100% right. You're 100% right.
City ain't out of the woods yet. City just have a lot of lawyers, man.
They got a lot of money, a lot of lawyers.
I don't know.
When it comes with the money, it comes with the power.
I'm not saying Bowley doesn't have the same lawyers.
Guarantee you, they'll get that lawyer that's working for Man City, who's working for 5,000 an hour.
Oh my God!
Hey, you want to come work with us? We'll give you 6,000.
Come on, man.
Just want to get like money back.
All I can say is Chelsea's pushing different. I'm definitely up in arms. I'm more up in arms about Adams, considering Adams is my American brethren. I'm more up in arms about.
That is sad.
Adams. That's just not right.
He was a casualty that didn't need to go down. Yeah, he's just kind of
right.
But the thing is, JPT, what was the point of him coming over here? Like, it's not injuries or anything like that. They just said no. Was there an issue?
I think it was just a kind of forcing. Like this was all a game of like, was it poker, chess, whatever people were calling it online. Like, okay, fine, we're just gonna go and get something else going on because up until Liverpool, no one else was bidding for him, and all that he wanted was, or until now, was Chelsea. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
let's go get Lavia. It's the only reason why I can think that we even made a bid for Lavia when there was zero discussion going on. Saying then Adams, and then going for Leslie, which I still think Leslie is just, we're going to end up loaning him out to Brighton. It's like, well, the player you were looking to replace Caicedo, we can let you borrow him. That's which I would love, because after this, no one should be dealing with Brighton because they have shady. You think we're shady? This is annoying. This is worse. This is if Lukaku was a club embodied. This was oh my god.
Brighton.
Yes.
Yeah, bro.
There you go. Come on, Brighton. Listen, you got to give it to Brighton. Come on, they've done the scouting, man. They've done the right thing. They've got players for like 2-3 million, and everyone wants them. So the price has gone up.
Yeah.
So the price has gone up.
But when it's time to leave, now it's like, well, what's going on? You're gonna get 200 times the profit. Why? What's an extra 20 million? I mean, I get it. 20% is going to Independiente.
Yeah. As you guys can see, Man City already won. Same old Man City. Haaland scores 2, and Rodri scores 1. You know, barely didn't do anything. Same old story, man. They're just gonna dominate. You know what I mean? Just give them the title now, man. It's just it's like, you know what the worst part of it. You know what the worst part of it is, guys? There's no fight in these teams. Why do you actually go on the pitch and just defend? You know, like everybody's behind the ball. What's the point? You're at home. Attack. Do something. Don't let the team come at you every single time, man. Fucking hell, it's not going to work.
It worked for like 2-3 minutes. It did well.
Yeah.
For 2-3 minutes.
2-3 minutes.
Come on, you got to give it to them. 2-3 minutes. It worked for a bit. And then Haaland.
It's crazy, man.
The cheat code. They got the cheat code, Haaland, and then bam.
Yeah. JPT, what's your ambitions for the season, bro? Like, what's the Chelsea's, you know, obviously we're playing this weekend.
Still some more.
What's the targets? What's the targets for this season? What, like, are you trying to get into top 4? Are you trying to compete? What's Chelsea's, like, you know, ambition for the season, bro?
I think it's just top 4 going back to Champions League. I mean, we got no other distractions. I know you guys got Europa coming up. Don't choke that up. Don't be an Arsenal. Don't be United. Don't be a Barcelona. This is all on you. This is your cup to win. If this is why I say, like, even if Liverpool don't make top 4, top 5, whatever, you win Europa.
Hey, that's our team. Now talk about your team, bro.
Yeah, I'm saying that's what I said. Top 4. I think we're gonna finish above you guys.
Oh, damn! Do you think like you got the right goalkeeper, the right defenders, the right midfielders, the, you know, attackers as well?
Right now,
you still need a striker or someone like something along those lines.
Nico Jackson will be fine, and then once January comes, if this is true that we're gonna hold out for what is it, Ivan Toney?
Yeah,
that's a gamble, but I don't want to jinx it. Hopefully he learned his lesson. But after that, yeah, I think 4th, even now with 5th place, getting you Champions League. I think it's going to be secure. But like I said, it's going to be difficult. But yeah, it could be. There's zero distraction. We got just League Cup and FA. That's it. Even if we don't win any of those, as long as we get back into like proper European competition, I'm good for it. It's that one season's a blip. I know. Everyone's coming for our head, man. This whole season, it was just playing 50 Cent's Many Men, just, you know, wishing death upon us, man. Yeah.
So what do you think of Pochettino as well, bro? Like, is Pochettino the right man? Is he gonna last other managers that, you know, that come and go on a regular basis? You need one that's gonna stay now, innit? You need someone that's gonna stay for the long term, that's gonna nurture the players, you know, and, you know, get you competing again. Because, you know, when you chopping and changing, it ain't gonna work, is it? Let's be honest here, like, because the manager comes in, he needs his players, new ideas. You're gonna, like, you know, the players have to set themselves for new ideas. All these things are gonna happen again and again. You know what I mean? But to me, what Chelsea need is just a manager that's gonna be here for the long term. Let's just say 5 to 6 years, and then you could just build your team to compete again. That's how I see it. I don't know, from your point of view, are you fed up with, you know, different managers coming in on a regular basis, like the door opening and closing?
Yeah, no, that should be done. And everyone thought that that's what's going to happen once Bowley came in. But then once you saw Tuchel being pushed out, and then the appointment of Potter, then Lampard.
Oh my God!
It's just horrible. I'm like, you're gonna have the caretaker for the guy who doesn't care or doesn't know how to take care. And it's just gonna be now with Poch. I think he's just the right guy for developing the players. Like when he was announced, I was like, okay, he's the right guy for developing these young players.
Yeah,
I don't know about winning, you know, especially the you know, the Premier League. If we do get back to Champions League, I know that they see him with rose tinted glasses, but in this point of like he cannot win. Looking with Spurs, and of course, PSG, anyone can win at PSG. I mean, it's true. It's a joke of a league, but yeah, I mean, if whether he goes into winning something, I think it most likely just be like domestic cups, Premier League. Like I said, I don't think anyone's going to take Pep off his pedestal.
Yeah,
and Champions League, we'll see. I mean, it depends on once we get back into Champions League next year. But that's it. But yeah, we're going to be finishing up on top like where we usually end up at. Going to be competitive again. But yeah, that's where I think we're going to finish with this guy, and we'll see by year 2 if he survives.
Yeah, it's all about the longevity in the manager now. I mean, that's what you need in your club. Honestly,
longevity managers.
Yeah,
it's 3 years is true. That's one thing I'll agree with. Like it's 3 years max.
That guy's got 2 weeks, man.
Anton, so let's talk about Chelsea first. Obviously, they're the home team. What do you think of them, mate? Like, now and in the future, with Poch coming in, have they got that chance of having someone ready who's gonna compete for the next few seasons?
Well, Poch is a good manager. You can tell he's like a player manager kind of guy. You know what I mean? He talk. You can see he's one of he talks to the players and things like that. He's got his arm around the players kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? He's not one of the managers who don't really speak to the players and things like that. You can tell he's got good relationships with the players, as he was a player himself. I think it'll be decent for them. It just depends. If Chelsea can, if he doesn't do well, I hope they can stick by him and then try and make him do well in the future. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, as the guy said before, it's going to be hard to take Pep off that pedestal. You know what I'm saying? Even all the money in the world, all the money in China, it's not going to work. It needs time. So if they give him time, maybe they can do. But Chelsea, they're not really the patient type.
you thought like Abramovich leaving, it would be like different, innit? But it's still different. So 12 man, what do you think? What's your stance on Chelsea, bro? Like, are they going to be different this time around with the manager, or is it going to be if you don't do anything in 5 months, you're gone at the door?
4 managers, 2 years, 28 players out of the club. This window, 28.
How many people on loan?
Yeah, I know.
I mean, we did what we had to do. But here's the thing, though. Why is it that we have a bloated squad? It's an issue. When we get rid of them, and then once we get rid of them, it's an issue.
No, it isn't necessarily an issue anymore, I guess, because you're doing things that similar to your way of doing things before. It was so bad that Chelsea was a team that used to bring in players on loan or take players, put them out on loan, handcuff them to 6-year deals, 5-year deals, whereas they have no ability to go anywhere else. Now they're stuck in East Jabip, wherever, and then it was so bad that the Premier League said, we're going to change the rules on loans because of your club. So, there are some issues when it comes to how Chelsea moved.
10 years ago.
And
10 years
it's
ago
unfortunate.
Was after everybody.
What's that?
Wasn't this around more like 10 years ago when Mourinho was going to every young player that comes through, we're going to loan him out to, was it Victoria Pais? I don't even know how to pronounce half these teams that we were loaning them out to. But now it's just,
And what is it called? The Dutch team is the Dutch team that you got.
Is it Vitesse Arnhem or someone like that? They used to loan to the players, though.
Vitesse.
I wasn't sure if that was Italian or Dutch. Don't ask me about the Dutch league. Yeah, I'm sorry, Tobin. Go ahead.
No.
Tobin, let's just talk about Chelsea.
To get to the point is this.
Go on, brother.
Liverpool, Chelsea have a lot of work to do. Let's not get it twisted. They ended up in 12th place with 600 million spent on transfers last year. They had Tuchel, that was their manager originally. Then they went to Potter, who was like the cat's meow for everyone for the longest. Then they even went back to Super Frank to be your coach, considering he had gotten work out of Mount from before and was able to do all these different things with the younger players and work on a limited budget. Back when you guys got freaking relegated to the point where you couldn't get any transfers in because of your situations that you had brought up yourself. But I'm sorry. I digress. Let me get back to the
super.
It's just too much. It's just too much. You were a 12th place club, and now you're talking about Champions League.
Guys, come on, man. He's on his own. Come on.
It's the same thing. So
Let's talk about Chelsea.
They will do better this year. I'm trying to say that. I think they will.
I tried to get some more Chelsea fans.
I don't think they'll do 12th place again. Okay, I don't think they'll be a mid-table team again.
Do you think Poch is going to change anything?
But I do think that Poch is a good coach. I do think that they have some talented players on their team, and if they can bring about some type of continuity, which does take time, okay? If they can bring about some continuity, Chelsea could make a run and end up higher than 12th. But that's not saying much.
Oh, bloody hell. Let me get to the
JPT.
I know, and I'm not trying to take unnecessary shots at Chelsea. Because
no.
You're bringing out the truth. You're just saying the truth.
That's just the truth.
I'm just saying it's truth, but without context. I'll say that.
Oh,
what's the context?
All right. So was it that we got rid of Tuchel because we're just going to go through a new manager, or was it that he wasn't going along with Bowley and conflicting heads? And then we went to Potter for the Player of the Month. But
so wait, are you saying that Potter's a better manager than Tuchel? The man who got you a Champions League. The man who got you a Champions League title. That person, the person that's actually won you something, is not better than Poch. He's not better than Potter. Not better than Frank Lampard. Is that where you really want to go with your argument?
I'm saying that Tuchel was removed because he was butting heads with Bowley.
And why was it butting heads? Because
Bowley was trying to do everything his way, and then that's why he was going through this whole just buying everyone we can, no director of football, no nothing. That's why we spent stupid amount of money that was unnecessary.
Was he trying to get Ronaldo? Was he trying to get Ronaldo?
Ronaldo, yeah.
He wanted Ronaldo. He wanted the 4-4-3, bullshit.
Yeah, no, JPT. I'm asking this then. With context, you're going to say to me that Bowley and his wanting Ronaldo or running whoever it was that he wanted, all these different players, you're going to tell me that, you know what? Bowley was the right person to side with because he obviously knows what he's doing. The guy, you were going to go against Tuchel, who had just won your Champions League title.
He's
that guy doesn't know what he's doing.
He's the one who pulled the trigger to release anybody. What are you talking about? He's the one in charge. He's the one who can Tuchel's not gonna sag Bowley get the fuck out of my club. Sorry, but it's gonna be
whoa.
No, I'm talking about the fact. I'm not saying that it's not Bowley's team. I am saying Bowley has every right to do whatever, fire whoever he wants, hire whoever he wants. What I am saying is, I'm now hearing people, yourself included, now say that Bowley I backed Bowley. Rather than back Tuchel, who got you a championship, who did what he did with a team that wasn't even his.
I was backing for Tuchel because Tuchel was I was backing Tuchel. I was backing Tuchel because he was established. He was the elite manager, Champions League winner, and everything. But then once Bowley and him were clashing heads, Bowley wanted to get rid of him.
Right. So basically, once someone that understands the game and has a connection to the players and knows what direction the team should go. The owner said, "Nah, you're out because you're not doing what I want." And now the club, you're going to say that you backed it. Look, there's a reason why I'm bringing this up is because there's a lot of our own fan base that is at terms and at issues with how the management is running the club, what the actual manager or what the actual manager is doing for our club. There's a lot of fervor back and forth between our own fan base when I'm talking about Liverpool. And I'm saying within yours, I know you're not saying now that you said you're behind Tuchel, but now you're kind of saying that Bowley is making the right moves for your club.
I didn't say that. I just said what he did.
That's what I'm asking. I'm
just saying what he did. A lot of people were going after Bowley, why the hell would you get rid of Tuchel? And then he just started doing whatever he wanted. Yes, he was playing football manager in a way, just buying everyone, buying whoever he wanted, whatever shiny toy. But it all went down once Tuchel, and it was going to happen. I mean, once you saw Tuchel wasn't starting off right last excuse me, last season, that it was just going to be he's going to get sacked. I thought he was going to get sacked by the end of September, but he just said, screw it, we're not going to make it to September.
Right.
And so it's like, okay, this could be a crap show where it's just going to be a Glazer type of situation where it's just the ownership over everything, just looking after their own pockets, looking after like what. That's what it was. But no, there were some people who were seriously saying Tuchel out, and
I know that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, which I'm like, you might want to go back to school or something. But it's it was. But I get it. It's just when the frustration comes, it's like, I want this manager out. I was like, well, this is the old Chelsea talking. We're like, yeah, the switch out managers that clearly works out for our whole history since Roman, and it doesn't. But now and then they're contradicting themselves, saying that, oh, we're gonna give managers time. I was like, I think we can start that after Potter if there was a good caretaker. Nope. Once they announced Lampard, get this guy out before. And my goodness, like how he didn't end up relegating Everton and Chelsea. That's a miracle.
Right.
That's a miracle.
But you had Lampard twice. My point is that it's amazing how an owner that has no real, he's just buying players. He's just every time I see someone, like whatever's trending in
whatever's breathing, basically.
All of a sudden Chelsea's involved in it. Yeah. Like as in, I don't see why and how the confidence comes from the fact that Poch, again, is a good manager, but why the confidence is now to a level that Poch is going to get you Champions League, whereas you have a owner that has created a club full of players that no manager has really said, this is where I'm gonna work with the administration. We're gonna figure out a direction for the club. These are the players I want. He's laden upon having players in the club that he
not only that, Todd, man, he doesn't even know anything about the game at the same time as well. What does he know about football? I mean, he's choosing these players, but what does he know about football? Nothing. So he makes it tough for managers. That's why probably all the managers fail all the time.
Thing of, like, I can understand wanting the best, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't have optimistic viewpoints on where your club's going to be in the end. But what I am saying is, realistically speaking, we're talking about a club that has been doing just this scattershot style approach towards bringing in tons and tons of high value or high name players, high price, high name players, and has no real set direction. It's not. I can't with confidence say, oh well, this is Poch's team. This is not Poch's team. This is part of Poch's team, part of Lampard's team, part of Potter's team in essence, part of Tuchel's team. Like, it's just a hodgepodge of all of 4 different managers saying, I guess I got to come into this kitchen and put together this meal, and I don't know if that meal is going to be as exceptional as some people think it's going to be. That's all I'm saying. I didn't say that Chelsea's a horrible team. I didn't say that they don't have talented players.
This guy is saying, I don't think Chelsea's a horrible team. After
I'm just saying. I didn't say they're.
And it's just business. It's just business.
It's business. It's business. It's business, guys. Let me get to the comments. Angel Wing says, "Good morning, everyone from Australia." Of course, good morning.
Angel Wings.
Gene is speaking, obviously. But I'll get back to Gene. Because it relates to us. You know what I mean? So. JPT, do you, after this saga goes away, this with Caicedo and Lavia, do you need any players? Do you need any players like for certain positions? For you to be strengthened, or is that it? Like after this, if you get these 2 players,
if we can get rid of Sterling, I would like to get like a left wing that can actually help.
But Sterling is that bad? I haven't watched Sterling.
He's trash. You want him? We'll give it to you.
No. Well, right.
Okay.
We're
He is trash. Preseason, he was. I was like, all right. Let's see if Poch can turn this little. Was it Potter or was it Lampard? That's the reason why Sterling was just being so poor. He looked like crap in the preseason. Big up Ends, man, too.
Yeah.
But Yeah, no, it certainly needs to go. If Saudi Arabia is calling for him, just give him whatever they're asking for. Get him off the books. Get his 300K wages off the books, and then once this Caicedo saga's done, even if you guys get him, whatever, 110 mil, that's all you. Now we got to see what the other headache and get rid of Lukaku and see who besides his mama doesn't want him at this point, because this man is burning more bridges, bro. I mean, he is. Nobody wants him. No one wants to touch him. Do you see Juventus?
I know. The fans came on the pitch and said, "We don't
Oh,
want
that's sad.
him."
It's sad. It's sad. It's sad. It's sad.
Nobody wants him. Now, enter the window. Man, it was funny when seeing like the videos back then when he was like, "I'm leaving Chelsea," talking trash. Now they're like, you know what? Your ex is toxic. You can have him back. This is what it feels like. The only place where I can see this guy going is either Saudi Arabia or MLS, or where the fan bases don't give a crap and they'll just be like, oh yeah, this is this guy. I think the Americans will take him as Megan Thee Stallion's boyfriend. That's all they introduce him to. They'll be like, well, did he play with Messi and all that? No. But we need to get rid of him as soon as possible. If not, we'll see what happens. But
it's funny though. That's what I was alerting to JPT. I said like there's a lot of players that come through you guys. They just get ruined. You know what I mean? They had potential before they got there, and all of a sudden,
very similar to Man United.
It's sad, bro. It's sad, man. It's
very
really
similar
sad.
to Man United. It's like too much pressure on the players, man. They can't play freely. There's just a lot of pressure on them, man, because they know they will be replaced the next day.
This is for this is for JPT and Top Man. And Has says thoughts on Fabrizio Romano. He's on a major fraud watch for me, lads. So, I don't know. Do you guys hear anything?
That's legit. That's a legit comment. I mean, I know Paul Joyce has come out and said that what Fabrizio is speaking is.
Joyce said that, yeah. Joyce, really?
Yeah, yeah. That's a Twitter beef that they're having, I guess.
You got beef. Them two got beef.
Because basically he's saying that what Fabrizio is saying isn't accurate, nor is it truthful. So I mean that's a major knock against what Fabrizio Romano is saying it's a shot at his credibility. But I think that, obviously a lot of people rely on Fabrizio. I think everyone on the panel included, we do. And I also know that there are credible journalists, like Paul Joyce, that others of us do hold some accountability towards as well. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see what unfolds. I am. Obviously most times you're going to side with whichever side of the story that you're hearing is going to be more likely to make you happy, but realistically speaking, I do hope Paul Joyce is right in his assessment of what's going on with the deal. Yeah,
because Liverpool should be out of it. If the players mucking them about, they won't be still in it, would they? Let's be honest.
No, I think that
we're that type of club, aren't we?
Right.
I think the player doesn't want us. We go. We don't stay around.
Look, and it still comes down to it. You know what? Like they still have to, put the money up. A lot of I've heard a lot of Chelsea people, or even some Liverpool people saying, "Oh well, now I expect Chelsea to come in with a reduced number underneath the price that that Brighton already agreed on." Considering that the player wants to go here. It's not that he's saying I want to go here and nothing else. He's saying this is the choice that I'm making. I made a commitment to Chelsea, and if Chelsea matches that agreement that you've agreed on, cool. I'm going to Chelsea. If they don't match that agreement, then guess what? I'm going to Liverpool. I think it's that simple.
12 man, have Klopp and him spoken? You think, bro? Do you think?
What's that?
With transfers like with Liverpool. When they go for players, Klopp speaks to them first. That's what he does before they actually put the money forward. Do you think like this happened? Because a lot of people saying Liverpool went down a blind alley with this one. That's why they're struggling. Do you think Klopp?
I don't think they went down a blind alley at all. I think if anything, they already knew. Look, let's be honest too. Chelsea has been trying to play, the part of the Joker. Okay. For a hot minute, and it's all due respect. I'm just saying they've been bringing as much chaos and and confusion into a lot of deals, not just with Liverpool, but a lot of deals in particular that Liverpool have been a part of.
Yeah.
You know, like as in the Lavia deal is something that has just turned up. You know, the situation with Brighton and Colwill, you know, is what it is as well. You know, like as in they were angry, quote unquote, about apparently Klopp allegedly speaking to Colwill, and they were all angry. Maybe this is just Bowley having a vendetta against Liverpool. I have no idea. But what I can say is that, you know, FSG does not go into negotiations or terms without knowing somewhat of the outcome. All right. And that I can't say of any real deal that Liverpool has been involved in and made an actual bid for. Okay. And that they didn't have some like
look at the budget they put look at the budget they put forward. You know, they put a budget forward that Chelsea can't reach, so they must have investigated something beforehand.
That's the key reason why I think it's not 110 million. Let's say.
Yes.
I mean, for it to be 111 million means that they know what Chelsea was willing to go up to, or what the price was that they could
only go up to because of FFP.
Exactly. They knew what they could actually go with. And that's why Chelsea, again, working the way that they're working, that's why I believe they had the 20 million already on the books, had Adams flown in, was doing his medical, he was saying his goodbyes to his teammates. Now all of a sudden they're like, wow, we've got to come up with.
They're crooks, man.
It's not hard math. They got to come up with the fact that they made 90. And now they just
guys, you gotta get your turn. Let Top Man finish. You got your turn.
They're backing out on they had 90 on the books, or had 90 on the table. They're backing out of a $20 million deal that they had locked up with Adams. That's easy math. It's 110 million. It's still, I know a million is not a lot, you know, but it's still a reason why I think they said $111 million, or excuse me, 111 million pounds.
Yeah, initially it was 110 at first, isn't it? And then it went 111 like, so quickly. It's like, what? What's 111 come from?
Right.
So obviously it's got to be something that Chelsea have done that they can't do. So they were like,
I think it's totally that. It is totally that. It's like,
you look
JPT, so what's your stance on Fabrizio Romano, as we were speaking about? Is he on forward watch? Do you follow him? Do you think you know what he gives out is actually truth, or is it in between? Is it a lie? What do you think, brother?
I say this, I'm gonna preface with this. People need to stop hanging their hats onto this guy. Like, they look, it's to the point where I see like football fans looking at him, where the Latinos in my life were looking at Walter Mercado. And I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. That's where I'm like, y'all need to calm down. It's just another journalist. It's all, yes, you can follow, like, it's more. I mean,
I love the way you just brought that out. That's brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. I'm like y'all are hanging on to it, and then like you're a liar. I'm like, it's just a journalist. Chill out. Just wait for the official on the team website. You'll see if it's true or not. But I mean, look, if I do think that when he reported that Liverpool have got Caicedo. Yeah. And 12 man makes a good point. Why was it specific? It's a very specific number. I thought maybe it was just a. Is it 110, 111? Yeah. But we're not gonna spend that. Even if we have the budget to do it, bro. No, 110, 111, 115. No, because we told them we weren't gonna pay 120 as they estimated he was worth.
Yeah.
If it was 100, walk away, or 100 or less. Okay, final. 101, walk away, and don't get screwed by FFP.
Yeah, 100%. Anton, do you know anything about Fabrizio Romano? 1 second, Flop Man. Do you know anything
about Fabrizio Romano?
Yeah, bro.
Normally he's quite on point with the transfers and things like that. He's always around it. Like I said, I've been following him for ages, actually, for years, actually. Yeah, he knows his stuff most of the time. But for someone to come out like that and say he's talking ball beep, I've never heard that with him before. I've never even had beef with anyone before. But the next one, man, I've never heard that one. But it's quite.
Well, listen, What about you, Torf, man? You want to say something about that, or you're done with that, bro?
Oh no. I was just saying what JPT was saying is true. I mean, there's a reason why they haven't gone over that 100 million. They already look, for Chelsea, there's no going around, beating around the bush type thing when it comes to Chelsea. They are a wealthy club. They have wealthy owners, obviously. Yeah. For them to have put out what they put out for Enzo, for instance, that's exceptional amount of money. And for someone that is one of the more touted players and has Premiership experience like Caicedo, for them to now all of a sudden say, oh, well, you know what, we're not going to go for 100 million for this player. It makes Brighton go, no, this is our evaluation. If you're not willing to meet it, then you move on. And, and now it's a matter of, do they step up? And until they do, I'm still going to hold hope that.
Is it 12 o'clock tonight? They said 12 o'clock in English time. They said something about.
They keep changing their mind, bro. I mean,
what was it saying? What was it saying in Alphos?
To the end of the day, innit? Something like that, guys. To the end of the day.
End of the day, 12 a.m. is the end of the day. It's the next day.
I thought it's in 23 minutes.
Yeah,
for it to be midnight.
But listen, with me and Fabrizio, at first I used to be suspicious about him. Then he started getting transfers right. Then I started following him again. And he has got most of it right. But now, like, if Paul Joyce is saying something else, then we've got to listen to Paul Joyce. I mean, at the end of the day, because he's the one who gets Liverpool's transfers majority of the time right. You know what I mean? So as for Chelsea, I think without making fun on all that stuff, I think they've got a long way to go. I think players that join them as well, they need to look at Chelsea for career progression purpose. You know what I mean? Are they going to progress in this club? No. So what's the next thing? Money. So if players are only coming for money, is that good for that club? Is it good for the player at the same time? I'll be worried both ways. You know what I mean? So if Liverpool walk out of this and say, you know what, we've done our time with you, you're not interested in playing for us, even if Klopp talk to him, then I'm not gonna have a go at Liverpool. I can't. I mean, at least they tried, Talk, man. At least they tried, bro. That's the most important thing. This is what people were asking for in the beginning, and they've done it. They tried to break the record of the transfer as well at the same time.
But it's a drag in the feet, false. It took so long.
It is. But at least they tried, mate. At least they tried. You know what I mean? But sometimes the fans getting together and saying enough is enough. Even the fans that actually support FSG have even come out and said their piece. They reacted, but probably too little, too late. But they're still in there, guys. They're still holding on.
I DM'd what's his name, Jordan W. Henry's wife. I said, "God, come on, girl, come on, tell your guy, please take the money out the wallet, man. Spend some money.
Exactly,
we're desperate. We need a number 6. I swear to you, I was so polite. Promise you." I didn't DM her, but I just messaged her see what she said.
So Jean says, I have this stance, because she's talking about FSG, of course, because this has been going on for too long. Season after season. If we had bought smartly, we would not have been in this dire situation. Yeah, so
she's right.
Yeah.
After the Champions League, they should have got players, man. They should have put them in. What did we get after Champions League? What players did we get?
Seth Vandenberg, Adrian, and Harvey Elliott. I mean, so when you see that, then you start worrying. Yeah, but we're gonna move on to Liverpool next, Anton. Let's talk about Liverpool. If we don't get Caicedo, guys, what's the next option? 12 man, have you got any players that you know of, bro? Because I am looking around, man. I'm looking around, like a drug addict.
He needs it, man. He needs it.
I need it, man. Give it to me, man. Give me some of that shit.
Oh no. I'm not even going there. But,
they keep calling me. She keep calling me.
Yeah.
We'll keep calling me.
You gotta have fun. You gotta have fun, guys. You gotta have fun in it. Come on.
Yeah, come on.
Can't compete with Chelsea.
I think one thing, again, something that Paul Joyce reported on about is something that I'm hanging my hat on. I'm still confident that he will be able to provide us some cover. I understand he has a history of injury issues, things that I would like to see rectified and actually managed by the inclusion of DMs to come in for us. But yeah, look, Jurgen Klopp says Thiago is staying at Liverpool despite interest from Saudi Arabia.
I like that.
He's now training. This is a direct quote. He's now training. He came in and asked about his role, and we spoke. This is Jurgen Klopp saying that.
100%. Yeah.
He's super experienced player. He stepped up. He stepped up in that department. He has only been in team training for a week, but very vocal. He is going to be very helpful for us this year, and I agree. I think that Thiago is going to be an extremely important portion of our squad. I would like to see us get some players again in to help with that, with the management of his minutes. Yeah. That's why I do think we'll get Andre in. I do think that we'll continue to hope for the best in this Caicedo deal, and that's something on the lines of what I could see going forward as being what happens. But I'm not as perplexed when it comes to this game, despite that we're going to the bridge. I'm not that perplexed in what we have available versus what they have available.
Yeah. What about you, Anton? What do you think about team, bro?
You know what?
Is there anything out there?
Doesn't go through it. It's got to be Kone and Thuram again. We're gonna go back. We're gonna have to go back there.
Rewind.
Yeah. All three of them. Kone, Thuram, and Andre. Take all three. Take them. Take them. Because they're going to be cheap. Come on. They're going to be like 40 million. That's it, man. Put it in. Yeah. We got no one can say we ain't got the money.
Yeah. They can't say that. That's for sure. You can't say that, bro. 100%.
You have 111 million budget. You got
this. Angel Wings says, anyone else thinking about how quiet it is in Liverpool camp? Like I said, listen, they could be in a good place that we don't know about. We're only hearing hearsays now, aren't we, guys? There's no. Yeah. It hasn't come out of the actual agent. It hasn't come out, of the player as well.
Agent's not going to talk. Agent's nowhere going to talk. He wants like 50 million on the side. What Chelsea's already given to him in May.
If we'd withdrawn the bid, I would
already, bro.
I was just gonna say, if we had withdrawn the bid, that would be a different story. That bid is still out there, even with the quote unquote news coming from what Caicedo has said, coming from what the standpoint of what some journalists have said. Yeah. There's still a part and point that until we withdraw the bid, that bid is the bid that has been accepted. That we're all playing upon the actions of the fact that Chelsea still got to make the bid and Brighton still got to accept it.
Yeah, 100%. JPT, what about you, bro? What's your stance on Liverpool, brother? Like in regards with the team we got, do you think we could compete, obviously, with you guys or the ones that above you and all that stuff? Like, are we well equipped, or do we need like 2 or 3 players to make us even stronger?
I think in the chat, Jean Grey got it right. It's that if Caicedo doesn't come through the door, a DM definitely, of course, needs to be done, but also a center back, of course. Once you get that center back issue squared away, you guys can compete for sure. I mean, it's the attack is all set. You guys, have done great business with not even that, but with rebuilding the midfield so far with Dominic and McAllister. Yeah, this is like the missing piece. I mean, who is available right now if Caicedo doesn't come through and Lavia is set for Chelsea? Because at this point, if Caicedo is being asked for 112 million, like you said, we can't afford it, and we're not going to spend that money. I mean, I'll throw out some names, but I mean, I heard Tyler Adams is available, but it depends if you guys.
The little digs again.
He's a crook as well. I tell you,
the crook. Man. Why? Is it because I'm Latino? I'm a crook. I'm kidding.
Don't say that. Carry on, bro.
I mean, I'll throw this name out there. I'm not sure if he's even available, but Sangare would he be someone that would fit with Klopp's system? I mean, what's his release clause? I mean, I think besides Joe cited of the 100 mil, I mean, what is it going to take 80, 90 to get him? Yeah. I think that he where's he still playing that right now? And still in Dutch league?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Sangare, is it?
What player was it?
Sangare. I mean, am I getting his name mixed up?
No, you're right. You're right.
I don't necessarily think that he's one of our top choices on the list, but he is a comparable player. And let me just say this to Tyler: You see what they did to you. You see, hey, to all American players out there, you see what Chelsea does, and that's with an American owner. You know, that is
Stop calling it soccer, and we'll treat you better.
hey. First off, soccer is a English word.
term, you know.
Yeah, in soccer came from England. They literally called football soccer up to 1980. That's the issue with some people, not you, but some people that reference that. Man, like, it's one of those things that is until the 1980s. People in England called football soccer. They called it actually association football because rugby is football. Okay, so it's one of those things. But
this man makes a lot of researches, mate.
He does. I'm like
people think
soccer
is an American.
I love it.
Nah, people think soccer is an American-made word. Soccer was born in England, and it's something that we took on because we already had a football here. We had a football just like you guys had a football. Not you, but England had a football as well, which is their rugby.
Yeah. With me, guys. Let me just read Harley's comment. He said, "Got to have some faith, bro. It ain't over until it's over. We are Liverpool Football Club, bro." Liam, yes, 100%. It ain't over till it's over, and we're not out of the transfer yet, just yet. We're gonna do something. We're gonna do something. With me, if we don't get Caicedo, what about Kone, guys? What about someone like Kone? I mean, you guys. I know, like we'll talk about Thuram and Kone, but I think the Thuram one has sailed away. But I like the way Kone plays. I don't know if his injury is that serious either, Anton. So, would you be happy as him being that DM like for Liverpool Football Club?
Anyone.
We don't just need obviously Kone.
Who tackles and stops the other team from playing. I'll take them. I'm sorry.
Because
at this point, we're desperate, bro. And Liverpool guy, like, we're not. We're desperate, man.
Yeah. Like we need obviously someone like that in that mold. We need an actual centre back as well, and we need. It's too well. We need another. If we had two midfielders, we'd been better. We need a centre back desperately.
I was just going to say, I honestly think that we are doing a disservice to our academy players or youth players that we have that have shown that they can contribute to this club. I also think that we have replaced we haven't done necessarily like for like replacements in certain positions, but I would certainly say all due respect to Nabi and all due respect to Ox, who I do rate, bringing in Dom and bringing in McAllister, I think certainly people would see them as being a higher level player than those players, and considering that we are now going to be looking at utilizing them as portions of our offensive threat, and if not / defensive threat, I think that people are underestimating the value of those players, like your Dokes, like your Bob, like your Clarks, like your Jarrells. Like these players are
Crenside, good player, man.
Yeah, these players are exceptional players. And if anything, what it is saying is that I don't necessarily think that you can hang your hat on just youth players. However,
you don't want to ruin them, do you? You don't want to
ruin them.
Let them learn. Let them learn their trade. Yeah, let them learn their trade. Yeah.
But then again, Arsenal. The difference between Arsenal utilizing their youthful players, which they do have an ample amount of, is that one of the key reasons, in my opinion, that they didn't get overlooked the way that they did, and they fumbled getting into top 4 2 years ago, was because they didn't have the experience, the veteran players, the actual knowledge to get over the hump. They then brought in City's experienced players that got them extremely close. But then again, they're still relying on their youth to actually be the engine to get them through the season. And again, this is what I'm saying for Liverpool. I'm saying that we have some very talented youth players that I am excited to see be asked to contribute. I'm not saying be the main contribution. I'm not saying have it rest on their backs. But what I am saying is that I believe with the amount of senior depth that we have and the amount of youthful academy players that are now in that opportunity mode where they can actually step up and be these players. I'm still very optimistic for our season, regardless of how this deal.
Do you think? Do you think we're going to compete, or are we going to just compete for the top 4 next season?
I already
In
been
your
on. I'm on record saying what it is, so I'm not going to back down. I have ambition,
Yeah.
and I'm not going to back down from my earlier statements of a Europa quad. So we're getting Champions League one way or another, and the difference between I can say this: Chelsea does have an advantage that they're not going to be. They are only going to be relying on pretty much one game a week. Okay, that helps their ability to have longevity in the season. Okay, but we, on the other hand, are dealing with Europa. But then again, we're dealing with Europa under a pretense that we have players that wouldn't have necessarily gotten minutes, but are going to be getting minutes because we're playing in Europa. And because we're not playing in Champions League, we now have the ability to rest some of our veteran players or senior players and be able to utilize them for the long haul of the season. And I think that's going to be the difference maker.
Yeah, 100%, brother. Sorry, guys. I was coming back. Yep. Yeah. So, Angel Wing says you guys are thinking about it wrong way. Football players don't think like that anymore. So like that, they don't have any loyalty to anyone but themselves. We know that. Football's changed. You know what I mean? To our days, you know what I mean? It's not all about I want to be at Liverpool because I was born in Liverpool and all that stuff. It's where the money takes you nowadays. You know what I mean? Whoever's the richest, that's where they go. That's
just
so.
Sports.
Yeah, that's how it is, man. It never lasts, innit? The good times stay like that, but they always drift away eventually. Guys, so what's your score prediction, Mr.
I'm not getting a score prediction now.
JPT?
I'm gonna say 2-1 Chelsea. I think we're finally gonna see a winner after 6 times, minus the PKs. But yeah, finally a winner in regular 90 minutes for once. But yeah, that's my prediction for right now.
Okay. Anton?
You know what? I think they've got a player that has got a lot to prove. And I look like he might smash it for me. I think that was it. Modric.
Yeah.
Modric. He looked like.
Do you think he will turn it now, Anton? Do you think like he's gonna turn it? Like last season, people already judged the minute when he first came.
Yeah, come on, Premier League. Come on,
he's not good enough. All that stuff. But
you're a player from the Premier League. Before you got on the grass, you're in a plane flying to England. They're judging you. You understand? So, yeah, I think it might be 2-2.
I was about to say
2-2 draw.
The streak continues. Oh no!
Yeah. This is my opinion, but it's most likely going to be that way.
Yeah. And with Anthony Taylor, you never know.
Yeah, 2-2 from Anton. Softman, go for it, bro. Go for it.
I don't really, truthfully, I do
Speak
not.
with your chest.
Yeah, I know. I do not
we gotta
like
give him the
predictions simply because I feel I can be superstitious at times, thinking that I'm going to jinx it.
Yeah.
But I want it with chest. I want to say 4-0, but 4-1 is what I call them.
Yeah.
What's the Chelsea?
Hey, don't get him angry, man. Come on, man. I don't want this again, man. Come on. I don't want that. Now he's gonna be angry at you.
Don't quote me.
Yeah.
Don't quote me, man.
That's fake news.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to tell. Yeah, I have Thor's hammer in my other room. I have to bring the hammer for that.
Gene says, how can Chelsea get away with that? The way they run around it, obviously, with the transfers and that. But we don't know. I mean, money talks. Even the FA,
criminals.
Even FA receive money. Even Premier League receive money. You know what I mean? So that's the way it is. That's the way it is. I see it.
Eminem song. Criminal.
I think they're gonna say Michael Jackson.
They're gonna be singing it in the terraces. We're criminals. I'm telling you, mate. Them man, they don't care because all they're gonna do is just give them money. They're gonna just like Man City, just give them people money. That's what they're gonna do. Throw money at them. They're gonna get nothing.
100%, man. I see it as 2-1 to Liverpool. I see it. I think we're gonna come good for 2-1. I think we'll come good this time, bro. I think I think the team's gonna come together and play better. So I want to do the combined 11, guys. So
oh goodness.
Yeah, bye.
It's
the last bit. It's the last bit. So, who's the goalkeeper, boys? Who's the goalkeeper? I'll start with you as the guest, of course, JPT. So go for it, man. It's easy. I know.
Let's say it all unanimously, because for me, like from Vossi, like when I spoke to him, like as of recently, I'm a straight shooter. So I'll just say it on 3, 3, 2, 1. Allison.
It's already there. Easy.
What? He said it.
Kepa, no.
Right.
Mendy.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta call him with the
team.
he's on the Habibi hotline.
He's already gone, man. He's already gone.
I know
that one was an easy one, isn't it? So I didn't want to
Mendy, the best goalkeeper in the world.
Fozzie, can we just do the defensive midfielder right now? Casado.
Well, he's not playing. He's
not playing, so yeah. It's this game. 12th man, right back, bro.
Oh, I still to this day will say Trent is a better right back than James. Still.
I don't think James is playing. Is Reece James playing?
Reece James is playing.
I thought he was injured.
Reece James is captain.
I thought he was injured.
No,
he's captain.
Yeah. So how about you, Anton? Who's the right back, bro?
You know what? Like I said, you know what? You know I'm real, Fozzie. You know,
I know.
My team. And even if Trent was my son,
yeah,
I have to be real. The best defender. So he's a better passer of the ball, 100%. But James is a better all rounder. You have to be real.
Yeah.
He's less likely to be beaten than. I'm not saying he's not going to be beaten.
Yeah.
He can't be beaten, but he's less likely to be beaten.
Yeah.
Trent is. Come on. Your heart and the hearts. You have to be real yourself. For me, it's James.
Yeah. You as well, mate. You agree with him, JPT? Do you agree with him or not?
Oh yeah, James. I'll say that. Yeah, of course. Ball distribution, Trent is on the level, but defender-wise, yeah. James.
I'm only saying James because Trent doesn't play right back anymore. You know what I mean, so
I'm inverted right back.
Inverted right back. He's in a better position now.
Instead of midfielder. Yeah. I'm inverted quarterback.
I know, 12 man. I know, bro. I know. You gotta give them hope. You gotta give them hope. They haven't got centre backs.
I just say, hey, I just tell JPT. Google who's the best right back in the world. Tell me who. Tell me when it says Reece James. Then we can talk.
Oh, damn. Google all right, that. Centre back. Obviously, I'll go first. I don't think I'll go. What? Centre back. Free agreed with the Reece James. What is there something you want to say, 12 man?
No. I disagree. I think me and Google both disagree on that pick, but it's all good.
Did it say it? Hold on, let me say it.
Oh God, Google's fake news.
Who's the best?
Oh, Google's fake news. Oh. Wow.
What's come up? No, this says 10 ranked best. 442. It's not really said.
So JPT, I'll start with you, bro. Who's the right side centre back?
I mean, just to make sure I get this right, does Van Dijk play more as left center back or right center back?
Left. He plays left.
Then I'll say Silva as right center back, and then Van Dijk as left center back.
Anton?
I would say Silva. Come on, he's been around for a while, man. He's better than.
Does he still start games or I don't know?
Yeah. I thought he was going to be captain, but he's vice captain.
No, he's not captain.
He's not vice captain.
No, it's Chilwell.
Oh, jeez, English boys, yeah, like that, yeah, straight up. Okay,
English boys. Yeah, I mean, it's just, I guess for longevity, he may not be at the club for like much longer. So
yeah, okay.
I understand. Fourth man, who's your right side centre back?
Don't say Gomez, bro, please.
Oh, damn.
I beg you, man.
Oh wait, is it because
so we're saying I'm just utilizing this team. So yeah, I'd rate. I think Konate is the best right center back option out of both teams. I mean, I know I'm going, but I think Konate is a talented player. It's not like you can't act like does he plays for
better than Silva?
Better than Silva.
No,
I think he's going to be a talent. I don't think he's like
he's there. He's there, just there yet. Yeah,
I don't think he's there yet, man. I think he's got the potential, 100%. But I don't think he's there. He's a bit too shaky still.
Yeah.
For me,
Please,
personally.
guys, boys and girls who's watching, please hit that like button. Hit the like button.
No,
If
don't
you
hit
haven't
it.
subscribed-
Just press the like
yeah,
button. Press it
if you haven't
nicely,
subscribed,
okay?
subscribed. Thank you for following us. Thank you very much for that as well. So
We've
yeah,
been through a lot
man,
now,
go for
fellas.
it.
We don't need to hit the
I'm
subscribe
dying
button.
here, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Go on. 12 man, do you agree with the two or
I'm just so
you stick with
who's
Konate?
so right center back is going to be who's your right center back going to be?
It's out of them two, yeah. Konate or Matip or combined 11. The players that stay right.
Oh, I know. I'm asking who is your right center back? JPT.
Who, me?
Is-
Oh.
It's Silva.
Silva. Both of them said Silva.
All right. Because I didn't know if he was like I know Fofana's hurt.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna say my argument is why is saying if Fofana was going to start in front of Silva, who you just said is world class, who I admit was world class, but I mean I think you're going on what he was and not what he is.
Yeah.
Because if Fofana was going to start in front of him, then that
I don't
shows
think he's
that
going to start. I'm not sure he's going to start. No.
I think he
Fofana?
possibly.
No.
Fofana's injured. Fofana's injured.
I said if Fofana would have started, if not injured, Fofana would have started possibly in front of Silva. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not sure about that.
I'm not
Yeah,
sure
me
though,
neither.
bro. I think
Okay.
Silva plays no matter
I'm not
what.
sure. I think Silva's like
Silva's
yeah,
a smarter
sure.
player. He might like lost a step or two compared to Fofana, even in his
With
healthiness.
pace. Yeah.
But
his
he's
experience
on a different level.
is
So you're saying Silva, who has lost a step or two, is still
With
better
age.
than
Yes.
No,
the
but-
French international Konate.
Yes.
Okay.
French international doesn't mean you're god level. It just means that you made
We've got to be
Hold
fair,
on.
guys.
I mean,
We've
you
got to
just
be fair.
brought
We've got to
up
be
you just
fair.
brought up Chilwell as being
Ain't
about-
Silva a Brazilian national though?
He's still
Yeah.
national, yeah.
Yeah, of course it is.
But what I bring about Chilwell?
I thought you said something about Chilwell being
Captain.
on.
No, vice
Yeah.
captain because of the thinking like years ahead. So like Silva's not gonna be here for much longer. Time's
Yeah, of
against
course,
him, so makes sense why they made that decision.
All right. I just again, I mean, it's my vote. I just think Konate is better. But if you guys put it in, you guys vote.
Is that abuse free? I mean, I can't intervene. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, bloody hell. There he is. Obviously, you guys already decided, but we'll go through it anyway. Anton, left centre back.
John Terry.
Hide your wife.
Because he's a crook. And he's racist. No, I'll BVD,
No.
please. BVD.
What about you, 12th man?
That's not even my captain for sure.
El Capitan. Okay.
El Capitan.
JPT, you can't argue. You already
Yeah,
said it,
BVD.
innit?
Yeah.
So decide on the left back, guys. Who's the left back?
Oh, Robbo, come on. Chiro's a nice player. He's got nice
Yeah.
hair.
Yeah.
He's got nice hair, innit, for a white guy. You know what I'm saying? If I was white, I think I'll have that white trim as well. But yeah. It's Robbo, man. It's Robbo.
12th man?
Robbo. I think Robbo.
JPT?
Can I put Lewis Hall in here? Or did he go to Crystal Palace? I'm just kidding. Yeah, I mean, just because it's already pretty much unanimous, let's just go with Robertson.
Okay, bro.
Make your
No,
vote who you want, not who. Not saying.
No, we'll just give him.
All right, fine. I'll put fine. I mean, it's gonna be a losing. I mean, I would still say Chilwell, but like I said, it's gonna be a losing vote. So I'll put.
But
So I'll
still,
take
your
Correa
vote
at that
counts.
Listen, I'm the deciding, voter, so it's use free.
Yeah, true.
I'll decide. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna be.
It's my channel, yeah, boss, yeah.
No, I don't do that.
He
I'm the
counts for
host.
five
Just
votes.
the host.
I'm joking.
Just the host. Just the host.
Just joking.
DM guys,
Deal.
the hardest place in the pitch. Who's your DM, 12th man? Who is your DM? We haven't got one, so
I don't know. I mean, Chelsea doesn't have one either, really.
Well,
Enzo, doesn't Enzo play there
Enzo's
sometimes?
gotta be
point. So play CM.
So Enzo is your DM.
For now, yeah, until they get one.
Yeah.
It's got to be Enzo.
I'll have to think. Let me come back to me. Let me think about it.
Okay.
For a second.
Wow.
Anton,
It's got to be Enzo, my friend. It's got to be Enzo.
JPT.
It's quality.
Yeah,
It's
so
quality.
two said
We wanted
Enzo.
two.
I said this come back to me because I've already been on record saying Thiago should start for us at DM. I think
Me too.
if it comes down to it, do I think Thiago's a better player
Oh, that's
than
a good
even
shout.
Enzo? even Enzo. Yes,
Great
I
shout.
still think
Great shout.
hands
He's
down,
a great shot.
Thiago is a better player than Enzo, even at this
He
stage.
is a better player.
I think
but it's-
Enzo can reach the level of world class status or world class renown
Yeah.
as Thiago
Yeah.
has. But I think to this day, Thiago is possibly one of, if not one of the best.
Man, the way he controlled that
midfielders
Man
in the
United
world.
game, man, come on, bro. The way he
If
controlled that Man
only
United.
he wasn't made of glass. This guy.
Yeah.
Mr. Glass,
I'm going with Enzo, guys, because Thiago's still injured.
I'm just saying,
He's coming
my
back. He's
vote's
coming
for
back.
Thiago, but you guys put whoever you like.
If he was fully fit, I'll say.
If he
I'll
was
say
fully
him.
fit, if I know he's going to be playing,
then
like
I'll
at
say
least, at least 3/4 of the season, I'll say 100% Thiago. Thiago, his technique is I don't think anyone can touch him for technique
I mean,
at all.
you gotta. I'm just saying, just utilize the same criteria for every player. You can't say all of a sudden, oh, this player doesn't get it because he had an injury last season or something like that, or oh, this player does get it because of this or that. I mean,
I understand what you're saying, but I'm talking about availability.
But then again, if we play fantasy football,
Who?
then it would be Enzo. I mean, it would be Thiago.
Thiago,
I'm not saying it like that. Fantasy, because in real time,
I mean, combined 11 is a fantasy considering
he's injury prone, bro.
We're combining two teams, so that's a fantasy itself. So, but I agree with you.
Let's stop that. The right side of the three, Mr. JPT, go for it, Baba.
It's just I'll say McAllister if it's either one.
Yeah. What about you, Anton?
McAllister's gonna play on the left, but chances are.
No. Well,
But I get what you're saying, though.
At Brighton, he was there, isn't it? On the left side of the centre of the three.
Yeah.
He was on the left side, right?
For Brighton, sometimes he plays at DM or change it up.
Yeah.
So I would play.
Do you both agree with him or no?
I just think Dom is more likely to play on the right side of our team than
I don't know about that, man. I honestly think for now it's Mac, because Dom has to cut. He does more of the shooting from outside the box, innit? So if he plays on the left side, he will like cut into his right and take more shots than Maka, if you know what I mean, guys. So that's how I see. But yeah, Klopp mostly puts him on the left.
You know what? I think he's gonna play Szoboszlai on that side because Szoboszlai
he's energetic, innit? He's full of
energetic. And he can use both feet. He can shoot on either foot.
Yeah.
From distance as well.
Yeah.
Not like mad distance, like 25 yards.
Yeah. If it was against Kepa, then he definitely can. I'll just be real. I mean, but I'll say that most likely we're going to come to a decision here that's going to say that it's McAllister and Dominic as the last two spots.
But JPT, but you could interject, mate. Like, who do you want there from your team, brother? That's the whole point.
I mean, if we had Nkunku available, but he's gonna be out for 4 months, and I would put his name out there. But right now, I would say that McAllister and Dominic. If I'm just gonna be honest.
Yeah. Do you guys agree, Dominic on the right side?
I concur.
12.
Yeah.
Okay, man.
Yeah.
I concur, sir.
Hopefully I could get his name right, man. What does it say?
I mean, I'm just trying to. I mean, I don't think you could say. I mean, Chelsea plays. It depends on what formation they're going to play, obviously.
Yeah.
But if they do play,
that's not a bad team, to be fair, guys. You know what I mean? That's a
if
good
they're
team.
playing what they've been playing somewhat, which is like a 4-1-1-3-1 in essence, and they're meaning they have the four backs, they have the DM, then they'll have Sterling on the left wing, and they'll have Madueke, right? That's how you pronounce his name, right?
Madueke.
Yeah. People will come to the comments at the end. Don't worry, we'll be back on your comments. Don't worry about that. Yeah, but carry on. On the right hand side, sorry, on the left hand side, Mr. 12 man. Who are you gonna put there, brother? Easy decision, yeah.
McAllister, sure.
McAllister. JPT.
Yeah, McAllister.
Same. Everybody.
Okay. Yep.
Think about your strikers next, guys. On the left-hand side. Who's going to be on the left-hand side? That's a tough one because
who's your left wing? Because for us, most likely it's going to be either Mudryk or Ian Maatsen. But who is your left wingers? Because the front
Diaz, I would say Diaz is more proven than the other two. Even though I'm seeing Modric, he might be doing crazy shit this season. I feel like he's gonna do something, but I mean,
you want to end the debate. You can say Hatta is better than them too. Mm-hmm. You're gonna tell me that Sterling or Even Modric or whoever I didn't hear the other person you suggested. But you're going to suggest those three, any of those three?
No, he could be the striker, bro. Jota could be the striker.
No,
I know.
Nico Jackson would take that spot. From
so you're going to tell me Nico Jackson's better than Hackett?
I just said that.
Okay.
Ooh.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm saying it for my guy for that, but for Luis Diaz, I don't know. I haven't seen enough of him.
Of who?
Luis Diaz.
Oh,
he doesn't watch a minute, so he won't know how.
You haven't seen enough of Luis Diaz? You didn't see?
No, I just don't see enough to be like, oh, this guy is gonna carry. Like, oh, he's gonna take over from Sadio Mane when that.
He's been injured a lot. Yeah, he's been injured.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, it's
hold on. So
injured a lot. He was injured. He was injured by an Arsenal player who took him down like it was WWE. And
Madsen, have you seen a lot of Madsen, PT?
Just from preseason, I'm not gonna lie and say like I watched Championship and I saw him play there. No,
Yeah.
But from what
Okay,
I see,
and Mudryk again is a lot of potential. I saw there was something there, and that, when he played us last season, that first game he was ripping Trent. But anyone can rip Trent. I can rip Trent. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he did look good in preseason. But out of the players that we're talking about, he's more proven though, Diaz. To be honest, if you've not seen him, but
are you saying more proven like Premier League wise, or saying like what he's been doing?
Premier League.
Premier League wise.
I was just saying, if you're gonna say because he's been there the Premier League longer, it doesn't really mean for much because then Sterling was in the Premier League longer than Diaz, and I would say Diaz is better than Sterling. I hate Sterling that much. I'll just keep it real.
You've been talking about him the whole time.
Come on,
I hate Sterling.
The T-Rex like that,
bro. Let him go.
I'm trying to. Saudi still won.
Don't talk about the T-Rex like that, man. You see it when he runs, the T-Rex.
He does run like T-Rex. I will admit that. But
T-Rex
who is your starting left wing? You don't think Sterling's going to start at left wing?
He better not. I'd rather start. Mudryk.
You have enough, yeah. It looks like he has enough.
You'd rather start. Who's you rather start? I'm sorry.
Mikhailo.
Who?
Mudryk.
Mikhailo Mudryk.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Yeah.
I would say Diaz because Diaz.
But
at this moment,
I mean, like you're saying Diaz.
To be honest,
saying
not
Diaz.
because it's my team. If I was someone who's
it's with experience in it. It's like Thiago. It's like Thiago in it. It's like the way we speak about Thiago. It's like that. Modric hasn't had enough experience just yet. Yeah.
Right. He's quality. He's quality. I know he was injured and things like that, but he's quality.
He hasn't basically, because we're basing on like at the end of last season what players done in it. This season hasn't started, so he hasn't done nothing yet. You know what I mean? In Chelsea. So no, but I'm serious. No, JPT, I'm being serious.
No, it's true. The season hasn't started.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's how I see it, bro.
I would say yes.
Has Mudryk been scoring in the preseason at some predominant like amazing rate or something?
He's scoring.
Huh?
I mean, he scored. I mean, I'm not sure.
He scored, and I think he set up. Didn't he set up? Did make assists?
Yeah, I think he's got 2 assists and 2 assists, 1 goal in the preseason.
So I know Diaz got more than 1 goal.
Yeah, yes.
So we all agree, Diaz. Like all of
I'd say Diaz.
I don't think Diaz. I want Diaz to start.
Yeah, I
would like to see Diaz to start. I think Hata is going to start, and I think that Hata is hands down a better player than any person that you're going to suggest being at left wing.
Hey, tough man. I'm trying to compromise here, bro. I'm not trying to be real, man.
You're going to tell me. I think I'm with you on Sterling. I think he's Benedict. I call him Benedict Sterling by what he did, but still all the same. Like, I don't think that you could tell me that Hata isn't better than any left wing option that Chelsea have.
I mean, I did say that our left wing side was something we needed to address because besides Mudryk and then Sterling, we need help.
Correct.
Right.
I mean, personally, you are correct.
Yeah.
I think personally, Hata, like you said, if you're saying his name properly, he's not the best left midfielder or something, but he gets.
Who are we talking about, Anton? Who are we talking about?
On the left hand side, Jota.
Okay.
Jota, as you were meant to say, his real name.
Jota the shot,
yeah. Yeah, he's a problem. He's a problem. He's not the best winger, not gonna be the best skill or anything like that, cross it in, but he makes good runs and he's a problem for other teams anywhere he plays. You understand? He's quite
clinical,
very clever,
Better off the ball.
clever footballer.
Yeah. I don't know who's Steenberg. Who's that? Tweet a Chelsea fan deal
I don't know
could
who
go
that-
either
who that
way
is.
now. Oh, so either way it could go, yeah. Oh,
Oh,
that's
come on,
changed.
loud.
Again, it's Twitter. It's Twitter.
Yeah, I
like-
can't do
Guys,
this
man.
anymore, man. All right, guys.
Comments, man.
All right.
It's a guess.
All right.
It's a
Who's in the
guess.
middle? Who's in the middle? Who's gonna be in the middle? Go, JPT. Who's in the middle, brother?
How about for Nico Jackson? I know he's gonna vote. Everyone else is gonna vote for who?
Ha he ha he ha.
Who that?
Ha ha ha.
Okay, Nico Jackson, yeah.
Jackson.
Nicholas Jackson, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
he's a good player.
Anton,
He does look like a problem, Nicholas Jackson.
he does,
but
man. I'm scared of him.
It's not enough. I've not seen him enough, to be honest. He does look like a problem. He has got a brilliant touch and his awareness. He looks like a great finisher, strong, fast, all you need. But I'm gonna put Hotter there, please. I'm putting Hotter there as a striker.
Joko, the shot, yeah. Okay.
The
12
shot.
man.
I don't have Hata starting. I have Hackbo starting. Even though, again, this is someone that I don't. The team I would like to see starting and the team I think is going to start are two different teams.
Yeah,
Like
true.
as in, I want to see Darwin start, but I know that Hackbo has been such an incredibly influential and important part of
Yeah,
this team since he set foot on the pitch.
yeah.
I think that he contributes. He gives us what the aspects of a false nine that we got from Bobby.
Yeah,
He gives
yeah,
aspects of being able to finish.
Yes.
and put the ball in the back
Yes.
of the net.
Perfect.
I think that honestly, and it's not like I'm saying, hey, we're just judging him only and simply on what he's done during a preseason match or what he's done in another league. He's done that in the Premier League, and he's already been on pace, if not shown the same hustle to his game when it comes to what we've seen in preseason and going forward in this season. I look for big things, so I don't think anyone other than Hackbo should be considered as the primary person or the person that's chosen if we're going to do that.
I agree with you, bro. As a decider, I think Gakpo is the one for me as well. Because, he's been playing there a lot, and he's been improving as the seasons go along as well. With Nicholas Jackson, we don't know much about him yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
But
I'm not saying,
from what I've seen in preseason, he looks like Anton said. He looks like a
looks
problem.
He's a good player.
Yeah.
And he took the number 15 as well.
Yep, he's taking it from like Drogba.
Oh, yeah.
But I hate that now. They're like, oh, he's doing the Drogba thing. He's gonna be the next Drogba. Like,
No,
don't put that.
Let him
He's
play.
doing the smart thing.
It's like let him
I love
play.
that, man. I love that.
Listen, someone has put a curse on the number 9. I'm telling you, a witch doctor.
I blame the
One of the
Pogba
witch
brothers.
doctors back home, bro. They throw some bones in the number 9 at Chelsea. They can't do anything, bro.
It's rumored that Stamford Bridge was built on an Indian reservation burial ground.
Freak it out.
And the person who had that was wearing number 9. His favorite number was number 9.
Sean says, seriously, where is Trent? Oh, man. Are we going to go there, guys? Are we going to go there? You got to be fair. You got to be
real.
fair. He's no longer a right back
bro.
anyway. He's no longer a right back. He's an inverted right back now.
You got to be real, bro. You got to be real. I love Trent, but you have to be real. If you're talking about the better player, for me, the better player is Reece James because he can do both things. Trent has not been the best defender. He can defend. It's people say,
but that's the thing about it is that why are we so stuck? The reason why I'm making my analogy or why I'm making my ploy to say again, Sean, I didn't vote that way. The 3 above me did. But
there we go. Throw it to us. Yeah. Throw it to us. Yeah. Pat. Yeah.
down there, bro.
right.
So the last bit is the easy bit, isn't it? So come on. Have you got anyone, JPT?
No.
Well, at least he played for you guys once, didn't it?
Did you throw in the Pharaoh? No.
Fozzie, I love you, your gentleman. He said, have you got anyone there? He knows he ain't got no one there. He knows. Fozzie throws that at him anyway. Have you got anyone there that can You know,
we don't
sure
need
you
anyone on
got
the right.
someone.
We don't need anyone on the right.
One day,
so
man.
we're
One
gonna
day they'll
get
have
the 3
someone.
points on Sunday, anyways. So it's cool that you
Yeah.
guys have
We'll
something
see.
right now.
We'll see.
Yeah, let's see.
We'll see.
Shots.
So that's the team, guys. Looks like a good team. Alisson in goal. James at right back. Thiago Silva at centre back with Van Dijk. Robertson. Enzo. Soboslai. McAllister. Diaz. Gakpo. And Salah. Listen, we picked majority of Liverpool players because these teams already established, aren't they? That's the whole point. We're picking this team, and Chelsea will become established eventually. You know, as the season
Hey,
goes
can we
along,
just say on
next season?
non-biased,
So next game.
non-biased
So
pick,
Anton, yeah, next game it could be different, innit? When it's Anfield, so they could be better than us. We might have to pick their players. Yeah, I mean 12 man as well. So it's true. It's true. Yeah, I mean you don't know.
No, it's true. You have to be real. Like I said, you have to be
you
real.
have to be real. Yeah. So yeah.
This team loses
So guys,
3-1.
I really enjoyed this, man. I really enjoyed this. Yeah, we had our moments, you know, of rants and all that stuff. But yeah, we've got to come back again in it very, very soon. 12th man, where can people find you, brother? Tell them.
Well, I see some of my definitely loyal Reds are with me in this already, joining via my channel. But if you don't know, now you know. You can find me at Liverpool 12th Man. I'm on Twitter as well, or X.com as well, under the Reds 12th Man. But you can find me on YouTube at Liverpool 12th Man. And yeah, I appreciate the conversation with our Chelsea guest.
I love that, man.
And I think that if anything, we shall see how it boils down on Sunday.
Big up, bro. Big man, thanks for joining us, brother. JPT, please let them know where you're at, man.
Oh, I'm never doing this again. No, this was fun. No, honestly, everyone here, I love the banner. I love everything that was done here. I think this channel is great. I'm glad I'm subscribed. And yeah, you can find me at the At a Time podcast. I'll be more active for this season now that the transfer window is not coming to an end, but now the season's starting back up. Yeah. But yeah, find me on Twitter. I'm not, or X. I don't try to go on there too much, but most likely Instagram, same thing. The At a Time podcast. But yeah, and Fozzie, man, thank you for having me on. Man. This was a good time. I'm happy to be here, man.
Bro, glad to get to know you, brother. You know, yeah, you're always welcome, man. You're always welcome. Anton.
Hey, blah 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 blah. Yeah, catch me on Instagram or on YouTube, Anton01.
Big up, brother.
Yeah, I'm not really not much on YouTube, but it's on this channel. Yeah, but on Instagram, Anton01. Definitely can find me, man.
Big up, bro. Guys, just hang on a second. I'll be back. Yeah. Guys, we reached 1,000 today. Thank you very much for that. I really enjoyed this, obviously, stream with these guys. You're gonna see them a lot on here, no matter what. So please, even they come on here, go and subscribe to their channel, 12 Man's channel, JPT's channel. Anton is part of this channel, so go and follow him on the social medias if you want to interact with him as well. We'll be back tomorrow. I mean, we're back every day now, so this is a regular thing. We're gonna do it on a regular. So hopefully we'll be hearing something in the next few hours, maybe till tomorrow, that Caicedo has chosen to go to our club, and I hope it's us. JPT might think he hopes it's them, but we'll see. People, thank you for everything today, and I'll see you soon. Very soon. Take care, everybody.